coach, and I assist empaths to achieve a daily spiritual practice which prevents emotional burnout, over-compromising boundaries within relationships, and reconnecting with their true authentic self. So on this channel you will find many new age and spiritual topics, and lots of tarot videos. So today I wanted to talk about two big events that are kind of coming up. On the 12th of this month, 12/12, we have the last full moon of the year, and it's in Gemini. But also we have the 12/12 portal, which is going to be open to the 21st of the month, which is the winter solstice. And this period of the 12th to the 21st, this is typically known as the solstice gateway. So what does all this mean for you? Like I said, with the full moon on the 12th, it being in Gemini, it is the last full moon of the year. But it's also the last one of our decade, because we're in 2019, we're about to enter 2020. So we're entering like a new era. It's hugely symbolic. Anything that you don't want to bring forward into this new decade, this new energy, then the 12th of December is the time to start letting all this go. And typically full moons allow us this time to release things that no longer serve us on a month by month basis. Because it's in Gemini, there will be some issues with communication. Not so much issues, but your communication is going to be activated. So it would be a particularly good time to call in anything that you want to bring forward, anything that is no longer working for you, whether that be relationships, friendships, things that are not working in your life. Like, you're being given this opportunity to have those conversations and make yourself heard. Be careful what you are actually verbalizing, like what you're actually saying, what you're thinking, because this is going to be some really powerful energy, and you will attract whatever kind of mindset or vibration that you're working in. So make sure that if things are coming up for you, get them cleared, work them out. Make sure you're, like, if you're wanting to manifest, make sure that you're doing it from like a good place. So let's look at how we can utilize this energy. Like, you could take an inventory of your life just now, and if you follow me regularly, you'll see that I've been saying for the past couple of weeks that you want to start putting into action anything that you want to achieve in 2020. You want to do that now. And I've been saying that kind of like since the end of November. Like, I felt as if like there has been this energetic shift. Like, you want to start your New Year's resolutions now. You want to do that now, because the energy is really ripe for that right now. And by the time you move into January, you're going to be able to see some tangible results. You're going to be on a roll. So don't wait till New Year to change your mindset. Look at what's going on in your life and have an honest kind of discussion with yourself about what needs to stay in your life and what needs to go. Is there anyone that you need to forgive? Is there anything that's happened this year which has been significant? Have you lost a relationship? Has there been like key things that have happened that you need to bring your attention to? Do they need some healing? Have you completely let them go? Have you forgiven yourself, forgiven that person? Or are you still harboring like ill feelings or regret? Be really honest with yourself. The other thing about the 12/12 portal that's coming up is that if you notice, like over the past couple of months, we've had the 10/10 portal, we've had the 11/11 portal, and up until like 12/12, like this has been like a gradual build up. And when we are experiencing these gateways that are opening, our whole auric field is changing. So we have like a blueprint that we can't really see in the 3D, like a spiritual blueprint. And when these portals open, when you get 10/10, 11/11, 12/12, you're actually being activated. And if you are on a spiritual journey, if you consider yourself to be an empath, a healer, a light worker, a starseed, you're going to feel this more intensely, because the more awake you are, the more you're receiving that light to help you with your life's purpose. And so when this is occurring, like, this is going to affect your sleep. It's going to affect your emotions. It's going to kind of help you dig up old trauma, things that are no longer serving you anymore, things that need to come to the surface to be healed, and that can make that a kind of difficult process sometimes. But also, like, those of you who are on this spiritual journey, your light is needed. Okay, so your spiritual work, your life mission is very much needed just now, because that is what is helping other people to wake up around the planet and realize their full potential. So the energy can be quite heavy as new light codes filter into our system, and it affects like our DNA. It removes old patterns, behaviors. It reactivates part of you that have been lying dormant, or have been kind of lying dormant in your kind of ancestral gene pool. And you may feel like your psychic ability or your healing gifts are amplified right now. We also have the planets in conjunction, which, and they're all in conjunction in Capricorn, which can make this energy feel quite stagnant and quite, not so much low vibration, but it can make it quite heavy. So to get through this, make sure that you are taking lots of time to rest. Make sure that you're getting lots of relaxation in. Prioritize your care. Make sure that, like, you're even like looking after your mental health, because this can be quite an emotional time for some people, as kind of old things kind of get dug up. Make sure you're meditating or doing yoga. Do something to shift that energy if you're feeling it pretty intensely. Ground yourself, eat well, exercise, and because like that Capricorn energy is very earthy, it can cause you to feel quite stuck. So that's why it's important to kind of shift the energy by movement. So the other thing I wanted to kind of say was, Capricorns are usually quite sensible by nature. Like they sometimes they tend to do everything by the book, or they do everything properly. So to speak, so adopt some of this energy into your life. Like, get to bed early. Be sensible with your schedule. Be sensible with taking care of yourself. Mother yourself. Okay, so that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say about what is happening with this energy shift that we're going to be going through. And I'm just going to look into some tarot and some oracle cards, just to get a feel of the energy, like what can we expect coming up, what's that going to look like for us, and see how we can work through this, like what's going to come towards us, what advice do we need at this time. So look, it looks as if love and relationships is definitely going to be a key factor, for sure. Okay, so first card I've got here is the Lovers in reverse. Oh, and the card that's just fallen on the floor is Six of Pentacles. So Six of Pentacles is upright. I'm just going to leave it on the floor. So it looks as if like there isn't like enough balance just now in your love life, okay? Now it doesn't need to really represent love. This could also represent business or business plans. There's not enough balance just now. There's not enough communication going on, okay? So for some of you, you could be having discussions about maybe where your relationship's going, or bringing up that there isn't enough balance here, okay? We've got the Ace of Cups next to it, right? And when the Ace of Cups kind of comes out. It can represent a couple of new things. It could represent like a new development in a relationship. It could represent that there's maybe some healing that needs to take place for yourself. I'm feeling that this is very much self-healing. I feel for many of you, like this is just coming in, that maybe like there's been a breakup for some of you in the recent past, and you're still working through the healing stages of this. You're still perhaps negotiating. We've got the Three of Pentacles here as well, okay? Perhaps negotiating about how to work through things. I feel like maybe some of you need to ask for a bit of help just now, whether that's relationship or finances, okay? Because I feel as if the help is there for you if you want it. We've got a lot of reverse court cards here, so I'm just going to clarify on that. So it looks as if like there could be certain individuals in your life, okay, that, I mean, we've got the King of Wands. Now this is someone who is quite passionate. It could be quite career orientated, someone well travelled, definitely an authority figure, but we also have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which it just feels as if maybe there's like an imbalance here, okay? For some of you, you could be dealing with difficult parents just now, difficult kind of family matters, and feeling very stuck. Some of you may have, like, I feel like maybe for some of you, you're dealing with someone who isn't validating your feelings. Like, I feel like you want to move forward with this kind of Wands energy, but the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is kind of holding you back. Definitely when the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, we're dealing, a lot of the time we can be dealing with mother energy that's not really beneficial for us, someone who wants us to, someone kind of that's critical, okay? Now this could even be yourself. Perhaps you're like, this is your inner critic, maybe not really allowing you to receive or succeed, okay? Maybe not letting you step into your mission or step into embracing like new things, because this kind of Queen of Pentacles in reverse is too negative, doesn't really see what you're doing is worthwhile, okay? We've got the Two of Pentacles, which indicates that we really feel as if things are out of control. Some of us may feel like our emotions are out of control over this time, and we may need to kind of bring that back into balance. Now the emotions and the financial side of things could be a complete mirror to one another. It feels as if like you have no options just now. It feels like you're stuck. But what I'm kind of feeling here is that, you know, you need to kind of be stuck, because like, embrace that feeling of being stuck, because it's triggering you to start off a new cycle. It's triggering you to end things which are no longer serving you, okay? It's causing you to kind of take stock of where you really are and what you really want, and if the people in your life are really helping you, or are they hindering you. Some of you have definitely got to make a choice here, but I see this as like expanding, like looking at the bigger picture, expanding your horizons, okay? Like, look at the bigger picture, look at where you're going. Are you on the right path? And sometimes healing journeys are quite difficult, you know. Yeah, some of the healing journeys are quite difficult because they need to trigger stuff within you that's for you to really let it go. Okay, we've got the Two of Cups coming out, so I feel like what we're really looking for is oneness within ourselves, going towards unity, okay? So I feel like once you kind of work out what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want, relationships are taking like a turn for the better. Some of you could really be inviting in new love over this time, okay? Or it could be new partnerships. Some of you really need to kind of call out what's happening in your relationships, in order for them to change for the better. We've got new starts coming with the Ace of Wands. We've got the Moon coming out, so I feel like maybe there's things that we're not really aware of just now. There's kind of things that are kind of hidden from us. We've got the Star. Okay, so I do see things changing. Okay, there is a lot of conflict with relationships. For some of you, that could be work related. But once you actually decide what it is that you want and the choices that you're making, when you look at the bigger picture of what it is that you want to do, you're able to change things up. Okay, so there could be a job change for some of you, or a relationship change. Okay, but we're moving forward with a fresh start. I really feel like this particular energy that we are in, like, for those of you who are on like a twin flame journey, you may actually hear from your twin flame during this time, because like the full moon being in Gemini, Gemini is like a twin flame kind of symbol. And the communication, I feel like for many of you, the communication could come in, so you could be reuniting with your twin. I feel as if there could even be a peace offering being made with someone that you're maybe not in contact with just now, or someone who wants to make an amends. I feel like someone is extending the olive branch, and it's kind of like with this moon card, I see like both parties like kind of giving both one another like their side of things, how they felt. Okay, which is going to lead to success for the Star card. Okay, like a more balanced relationship or partnership. Okay, so I'm going to have a look at, because we're talking about love, let's just see what's happening in love and relationships just now. Okay, with the romance angels. Okay, so we've got new love. Okay, so that clarifies what I was just saying, that some of us could be entering new relationships. Like your friends help you, like I said earlier, you need, like some of you need to be asking for help, and that help can be, you know, that can take many forms. Okay. I'll just get more. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. So we've got the new love card, which I was saying, like, this kind of clarifies what I was saying about some of you could be entering new relationships, or like if you're in a relationship, it could be like a new start within your relationship. You've got let your friends help you, which says ask for and accept help from others. I feel like when it comes to like relationships, it could just be that sometimes we need to kind of say to the other person like what is on our mind and what we need help with. You also have this give your relationship a chance. So I feel like there could be some emotional healing taking place between some of you. Some of you may like be deciding to rework your relationship. We've got to make the effort here as well. Okay, now this might not necessarily be like a relationship you're in or have been in the past. It could even be like between you and another family member, where you're trying to make like amends, you're trying to kind of save the relationship that you've got. We've got engagement here, which says your love life is ascending to a higher commitment. So for some of you, you could be taking that next step within your relationship. Maybe some of you will be talking about getting married, talking about getting engaged, or just having like a solid commitment to one another. But we've also got healing family issues. Okay, and I feel like that could be coming up because of the time of year that we're at as well, because we're coming up to the holidays, and a lot of times we have to spend time with people we would normally never spend time with. Like maybe like for some people, like family can be quite difficult to spend time with. So it may be that like when you get together, like these holidays, like it's really kind of time to reflect on the kind of time that you spend together and gently assert your boundaries. Like maybe if things are going to kick off, like maybe you just need to kind of take control of the situation and just say, like, I don't want to discuss this right now, because you want to enjoy the holidays. Or I feel like for some of you, you need to really kind of assess what it is that, like, you can stop things kind of going into an argument by just not being willing to discuss things at this particular time. Okay. Okay, so I've got a few cards from the Ask Your Angels deck. Is it Ask Angels? I can't remember. So we've got the card Romance, again tying in with the relationship theme just now. Some of you are definitely working on relationships or getting into a new relationship. We've also got Perfect Timing, okay? Again with that 12/12 portal opening, with this last full moon of like the decade, of the month. It really looks like everything is happening in perfect time. Anything that is transcribed this year, I feel like you had to go through. Okay, specifically when it comes to relationships. Okay, if you've had some relationships that have not worked out recently, I feel like it is all part of the bigger picture, because you need to deal with the baggage that happened within those relationships, but you've got no need to worry. Again, like, everything is working out for you. Everything that you've been through up to now is kind of, it's been meant to transpire, okay, because you've been meant to grow from this. I'm just going to finish off with some final messages from the, can't remember the name of this deck, but when I do, I'll pop it down in the description box below. It's by Kyle Gray though, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Okay, so just go for 3 cards, please. Okay, so we've got Callie Ma facing fear. Okay, major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So it could look like all this stuff comes up during this time with the full moon and the 12/12 portal. Like, just lean into it, be deep. Sometimes you do need to face your fears, and I feel like for some of you, facing your fears is, you know, voicing your truth. Look at all the blue that's around her. Okay, giving yourself a voice, like, to assert your boundaries. Like, Callie is associated with chaos and death and rebirth, and these changes can come in quite quickly when Callie is invoked, or the energy of Callie is around. So things can change. I feel like a lot of you need this quick change. It'll feel like maybe even like a tower moment, like destruction, but it's really just to clear the energy so that better things can come in for you. So maybe keep Callie in mind when we're getting rid of things that we no longer need, when we need strength to face you know, our fears. Like, sometimes we're frightened to let go of stuff. We've got Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused, okay? Powerful time for manifesting. Stay focused on what it is that you really want. And like I was saying at the start of the video about making sure that if you're manifesting right now, if you're getting clear on what it is that you really want to bring into reality, like, watch what you're saying, watch what you're thinking, and watch how you feel. Like, make sure you're manifesting from a place of joy, a place of happiness, a place of strength. Like, if you've just had like a really crappy day and the energy shifts have been so intense that you've been crying all day, that's maybe not the best time to manifest. So kind of watch what you're bringing into reality, bringing into creation right now. We also have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. So what I was just saying there about how you just focus on what it is that you really want, and really get clear about and be careful about what you're saying and the actions that you're taking. Okay guys, if you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, switch on the wee notification bell because that will update you every time I do new videos like these ones. I will be updating my videos really soon. I am going to bring out a pick a card for 2020 and a couple of other videos. I'm also working on doing a weekly pick a card reading, but I'm going to be doing it slightly differently. I was a bit torn whether to do each star sign weekly or to do like a pick a card, but I'm going to kind of combine them both. But I'll show you how that all works once I make it. Okay, looking forward to seeing you all in the next video and hoping to see you soon. Bye.